That's not right. This is not middays with Marcus Maven. That can't be right. Boom. That's more like it. Midnight. What's up, good people? What's up? What's up? What's up? What is up? Janetta, what's going on? What MJ gonna do tomorrow? Fabian, please explain about Devin Reed. Where you at? Where you at? What do you want to know about Devin Reed? What do you want to know in particular? What you want to know? What you want to know? Big win for the women's volleyball team tonight. Oh no, the sinus infections are really going around too. 3 interceptions, that works. Jocelyn, I did hear the sinus infections have been going around. Matt Owen in the building. Tim Breedlove, what's good? Woo! Goodness gracious. JT for the Ville. Is he lost in practice? What do you look? I'm not gonna overcomplicate it. Oh, y'all, it's been such a long day. Oh, y'all gotta excuse me. It's been a long day. Whew, I'm just now settling in. My last load of laundry is in the dryer. So if y'all hear that in the background, you'll have to pardon that. It's hot. It's starting to cool off in here a little bit. So you got to pardon that a little bit. Is Mom's Kelly made it in nice and safe? Thank you, Janetta. It's one of my favorites. I would wear it all the time if I could get away with it. What up? What up? Gary Crump in the building. Our report from practice. Listen. Louisvillian Rob. My complaining is not real complaining. When I say long day, little bit of psychological long day, but I never have really like long days. I mean, I had a lot of meetings. I had stuff to do, but my days, because I do it's stuff I enjoy, my days are nowhere near as long as they could be. So I apologize for that part. Devin Reed. Okay. Here is the report on Devin Reed. How can I describe Devin Reed in a practice? Okay. How can I describe Devin Reed in practice? Devin Reed in practice is like the coworker that has an excuse to do everything except the work. Right? Like they're a good worker when they're working, but they always got to get up and go get a stapler, or they always got to go up and get a drink of water, or they always got to get up and do just a little. It's nothing crazy, but it's just enough to piss you off, right? It's like the coat. It's like, okay, y'all know during a regular show, right? During a regular show during the daytime, we're doing the show. I'm looking across at Steve. Nikki V is in the booth, right? And sometimes I look over at Nikki V, and he's yucking it up on the phone, right? He's yucking up on the phone, and I'm like, okay, yes, I know technically you're supposed to be answering the phone, but stop talking to people on the phone. Tell me, is it somebody like answer the phone 93.9? What do you want to talk about? You know what I'm saying? If it's the phone call I'm gonna take, I want him to say, I'm gonna take this. Tell me who's on the phone calling into the show, and then if you got to talk to him about something, you can talk to him. But when I look and Nikki's back there like this, you know how you would just be like, "Hey, what are you doing? What are you doing back there?" Does that make sense? Does that make sense? Now, apply that to practice. Like, y'all are running through the drills, and Devin Reed might just be getting some water, and you just notice it, and it's like it's not a big deal to get water, but the way Devin Reed just do it, it make you want to be like, "Are you over there getting water again?" Right? Look, as skinny as he is, probably do. Yeah, yeah. So it's kind of like that. Like, but you know how like Nikki, like he's a great producer. He's an awesome producer, but he gets distracted very easy. That's what it is. Devin Reed gets distracted very easy. So you just on him. You know what I'm saying? You're on him, and it's like, dude, until you have focused practices the whole time, you're not going to crack the lineup. And look, not ADHD. Jesus Christ, don't put that on him. He's a young kid. He's a young man. Oh God, Fabio. Oh my God. Hey y'all. Hey y'all. Listen. Okay, if we took out, if we like took out their abilities, right? If we took out skills, if we took out just all the skills and we started like trying to decide what players you like the most and what players you don't like, Fabio Basili is one of my favorites. He is one of my favorites. He is absolutely one of my favorites. If I hadn't talked to L. Ellis and Jalen Withers in the studio, I'd probably hate their guts. But talking to them in person, I'm just like, okay, I really like y'all individually. But Fabio, I don't know. He got enough talent and enough screw up in him, and he wants to play well. You know what I'm saying? And he's stubborn. You can tell he's a little stubborn. As ADHD was diagnosed, it's a superpower. Fair enough. On the other side, okay. Who are the most focused dudes in practice? The most focused dudes in practice. Brandon Huntley Hatfield. Brandon's pretty focused. JJ Trainer is pretty focused. Rose Wheeler is pretty focused. Brandon, JJ, Rose. I mean, L is just good. He at his position, L is just. I mean, L is just so much more talented and explosive. You don't really worry about his focus because you got to spend so much time working with everybody else that L Ellis is kind of just a supportive guy, but he's been so focused in the offseason, like he's in a different hemisphere. Brandon, JJ, Rose are focused. Outside of the running part, Sid is pretty focused. Like I said, when I told y'all it's a mental thing with him, it's because, like I said, you know how Kenny Payne said you can't just turn it on and turn it off when you want to? Sid turns it on and turns it off when he wants to. So you hate to see it, but you're like, there's something that has to motivate him in a different way. Like there's nothing anybody can do until he taps in. How intense is the practice? They take a long time to build up. Okay, put it this way. He has to correct so much stuff too all the time that it takes a while for them to, you know how he says, we got to do this right 5 times before we move on to the next one. It's slow because you got to correct everything all the time. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Hersey's focused. Hersey's pretty focused. But yeah, Hersey be turned up all the time though. He's turned. Hersey's pretty turned up. He's focused. He's focused. Competition helps him. You're gonna see him get better. Like I said, he's right in that balance between I want to prove to the world what I can do and just be solid. So sometimes he take a gamble. It's almost like, and I'm not putting this on him, but it's almost like if you watch another kid play different when his dad's in the building or something. Like you got to prove something, you know. He's one I'm just like, dude, just relax. You know what I'm saying? Just relax. Take care of the ball. Put some pressure on the guards. Get the ball to the right man. Penetrate when you can. He wasn't in there today. How worried am I long term? I'm not worried at all long term. Because I know he knows what he's doing. But here's the problem. Here's the problem. I worry about y'all long term. I worry. I listened to a few minutes or like between social media and all the media I listen to. Y'all haven't heard one positive thing about anything about this team from anybody other than me and Steve. Imagine that. Imagine that. Y'all are a fan base that lives in a world where if you like sports, if you like Louisville sports, every single place you go to listen to Louisville sports being talked about, it's all bad. It's all bad. Even a compliment is followed up by, well, but that doesn't matter. Oh, well, you turn L. Ellis's positives into a negative. You turn Brandon Huntley Hatfield's positives into a negative. You know, like I'd listen to, and I put myself in y'all's shoes, and I'd be miserable. I'd be miserable if I was a Louisville fan and the only sports that I had to turn to was the stuff that I hear around here. I mean, just not like people act like it's not sports if it's not criticizing. Think about this. Everybody hides behind, I'm just keeping it real. No, okay. So you're saying keeping it real does not have positives to it, doesn't have potential to get better, doesn't have anything. Keeping it, I mean, look around the country. Dude, even something, okay, is this a spin? Let me answer this. Is this a spin? If you listen to the Day Show today, your boy Musselman for Arkansas, he literally said, I would not play Bellarmine. Musselman, top 10 Arkansas, says, I would not play Bellarmine. Right? Top 10 Arkansas. I wouldn't want to play him. Hell no. Not as long as I'm here. In that perspective, but here in this place, suck, haha, Bellarmine. Listen, have totally zero coverage about the way Tom Izzo outcoached Cal in that game, in another big game. Zero conversation about that. Kentucky was preseason top 10 in football. They get their ass kicked. That story has absolutely disappeared. No talk about Stoops, no talk about jobs, no talk about all the crime that's been committed on the campus at UK over the last 15 months. Maybe that's why you're losing. Maybe your program is undisciplined. There's all kind of if Louisville had 6 arrests and a meltdown in the season like Kentucky's having, you'd hear about it nonstop. That would be the story every single day. Satterfield's criminals, Satterfield's goons, Louisville football sucks because there's no program control. They're a bunch of animals. Blah, 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 blah. Y'all would get nonstop bombardment of the crime stories coming out of our football program, especially if they lose. They're so quick to be dismissive. All y'all hear is look, me and C said it. 1,001 ways Louisville sucks. That's what you listen to. I mean, I listened, I read, I watched, and I felt bad for y'all. I felt bad for y'all. Yeah. And here's the thing, I'll be fine. Listen, don't drag me into any, oh, this person said this about you, Marcus, and this person said this about. Listen, I got sucked into that for a little bit. I don't need you. Listen, defend your program. Don't defend me. Defend your program. Call it out. Hey, it's okay to criticize, but you criticize the hire. You criticize the hire, and then when you said he's not a head coach, no championship expectations, all this. The moment he got hired, you said, okay, it's championship or bust. You see what you did? You said he's not head coach material. He can't recruit without Kentucky and Cal. Whatever. I mean, all the narratives. He can't do any of this. He gets the job. Hey, I want instant results. Okay, imagine if I told you, if I became the head coach of a team and I said, we're not going to know what we are until January, but these guys are not talented enough to make a bunch of mistakes. I'm not worried about the record. Now imagine somebody saying, I don't care that you're not worried about the record. I'm worried about the record, and I don't care what you say, coach. In year 1 of a rebuild, a 12-win rebuild, the guy said, hey, we got to learn to be confident and play basketball again. So this year is almost a throwaway year, y'all, because we got a lot of work to do. right? And you saying as an entire media, nobody in this media says, oh, he needs a year. He needs a year to get guys that fit his system, that are used to running up and down and dunking off one leg, guys that are used to doing this, guys that are used to rebounding at a high intensity level. Like, I gotta, it's gonna take me a year to change these attitudes. And all y'all have heard is, I don't care what he says. He doesn't get any time. No, Louisville's a championship program. You don't get a year to recover. We're 3 weeks removed from IARP freedom. 3 weeks removed. 3. That means you're making your first rounds with recruits who haven't been hearing about how Louisville's the most troubled program in all of college basketball. What's going on, Shannon? I mean, listen, what did he say? We win or get better. Did y'all think he got better in every game? Right, championship expectations. Been through 4 coaches since Rick. Paget, Mac, Pegues, Payne. Who else? Okay, I guess that's it. Literally 3 1 point. And he said it's not about the opponents. We got to learn to be ourselves. Everybody saw improvement, Jocelyn. Everybody saw improvement. Or they're lying. Everybody saw improvement. I mean, fouls happen. Jalen Withers got in foul trouble. Oh, goodness, Moms Kelly said it's cold. It is cold. It is cold out there. I just went to Kroger. It was freezing. Yeah, so it's like, I don't know if y'all are going to be able to handle it. Donna listening from Atlantis. Go Louisville women's basketball. Facts. Yeah, like I said, if y'all got to hear any other, if y'all got to hear any, okay. I don't care about being, like I said, I don't mind being positive, like I said. But y'all also have to appreciate Rick's an awesome coach. Y'all better keep him at all costs. Jurich, I don't even have to go through the list. I've been positive about it. Like I said, I had about a 6-month window of Satterfield where I just hated his guts. Paget, in hindsight, did a better job with that team than I gave him credit for. The 2 times that I end up getting negative, you can retroactively go back and say, listen, no disrespect to Nikki, but Dino Gaudio ruined Chris Mack's tenure. He ruined it. He ruined Chris Mack's tenure. He absolutely ruined it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, and you see these teams and you're like, Chris Mack, Steve and Bozak were saying this. Chris Mack recruited players for the pack line. He got in the weight room for kids in the pack line. He wasn't worried about the high flying and running. You don't want to think about the player here now, or because Rex players recruited last place out. And I get them to play consistently. He had a whole season pretty much with all of them. Yeah, right. Like, Because it's like, if you don't think he's good, or if you don't think Coach Payne is that good from the beginning, why didn't you lower the bar? No, you didn't think he was that good, so you put impossible standards on him. And here's the problem. Yes, I thought, because I believe in KP, I thought he'd have him right immediately. He did. I don't care. I thought he'd have him right immediately. But listen, I didn't know how scarred those kids were. I didn't know how long it was going to take to get them to tie the shoes all the way up right and do this right and do that right. That's up to the kid on how fast they grow, how bad they want it. Oh, I'm excited. I'm excited about the game tomorrow. I'd like to see my football team really show up. I'd really like to see my football team show up. I would really like to see my football team show up tomorrow. Just give me a nice dominant performance. That's enough water for the night, right? Yeah, maybe, Mr. Smitty, but you can't shake a coach down and then report him. You can't shake a coach down. Yeah, listen, I think that was a bad decision, like, in hindsight, but volleyball team looked locked in. I agree with that. But the story of his tenure was ruined by that. We're gonna miss him next year. Yeah, Sat's doing good. He's, you have to say, he's doing good identifying talent in the portal, which everything's gonna be about the portal too. The libation, Sean, what's good? What's good? Listen, Finlandia vodka is what I went with tonight. a little Finlandia, a little settle out. I think they already kind of redeemed their season, William. I think they did, but you do want to see them finish it. Hold on. You do want to see they have to finish it out. Finlandia. 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 I was in there debating. I didn't know if I was going to get Grey Goose or Finlandia. I hadn't had either one of them in a minute. So I was kind of debating. I didn't want anything too harsh because got to get up tomorrow, make it to the game and all that good stuff. Yeah, Knob Creek, 9-year. That's a good choice. It is not Sydney Curry's birthday, is it? Is it really? Is it tomorrow or is it tonight? Oh, what else is going on in practice? What else is going on in practice? Hold on, you got to ask a question. Going to miss those seniors? Yes. Matt, I'm wondering about that too. I'm wondering is our team going to be intimidated, or are they going to use the Arkansas as a chance to prove they can play? So it is his birthday tomorrow. Oh, tomorrow. Well, in 45 minutes. Is that what we're saying? Are they vocal in practice? Yes. Well, they have to be pushed to be vocal. Because here's the thing. They're not naturally vocal. Even something like that. It's a team full of not natural vocal guys. Hersey is a vocal guy. If you remind Kamari, he kind of good. L sometimes. But listen, you got a team full of guys who naturally don't talk. Sydney don't talk. Like, when has Jalen been known as a talker? Brandon's not a talker. So you're trying to turn the entire team into talkers. Like, change their personalities. They're not natural. I mean, like I said, they stay on them. The trip's gonna spark a turnaround. Louisville likes to look at names on other jerseys. They like to prove to people that they can stomp with the big dogs. Sid's birthday is today, the 18th. Okay, so we're on the last few minutes. Happy birthday, Sid. I wish I knew that. I'd have gave him a shout out on the radio today. They just may not be used to you can fill out. And there's a difference between talking in practice and talking in the game. It doesn't feel the same. Does he talk when he but even when he talks to the ref, he goes up and talks to him like this. He doesn't shout real loud. We have nobody that screams. Like L. Ellis might scream on an and one or something, but we don't got a lot of guys who scream when they get a bucket. Like the whole team, like who yells? Who yells when they dunk? L. Ellis might yell when JJ Trainer gets a dunk. But Rose. I think Rose yells when he dunks. But it's like, where's the emotion? Like, they've never been emotional like that. Sydney had a stretch last year where he was emotional. Are we putting in some full court pressing? We run segments, but we full court. When we're running drills, we pick up one-on-one full court. Oh, they were doing a drill. They were doing a drill where it was 2 against 1. Okay, 2 against 1. So it's like a trapping drill, and it's also an attacking drill. So L. Ellis has the ball. He has, let's just say, Jalen Withers right here and Hersey Miller right here. And he's not allowed to split them. He has to get around them. You know what I'm saying? So he's dribbling, trying to get around them. They trapping him. And then he has to pick up the ball. He picks up the ball. They trapping him. He has to keep on pivoting to stay strong with the ball. It's hard to explain to somebody how hard that is. How tired your legs get trying to dribble around somebody, and it's two people trapping you, and you're doing it like for extended period. It's a really tough drill to do. Then you got to pivot, then pass out of the double team. Yeah, like Sid. Look, I don't know if that was weight room flex or what. Deonta, appreciate it. Are they hesitant in practice with their decision making? Sometimes. Sometimes when you're working on a drill. So yes. Sometimes. You know, you're always supposed to be working on offense and defense. But sometimes the coaches are focused on the defensive part of the drill. So it's like you're allowed to penetrate, but coach wants you to only penetrate a certain direction. But if they overplay you, you kind of want to go that way, but the coach wants you to go this way. So you're kind of trying to run the play the way the coach wants you to run it, but still be kind of free. Like if he cheats too much, you're supposed to burn him. But it's kind of tough. Like it's kind of tough when you're working on principles. So they do a lot of shell drill stuff. Oh, I can do that for sure. Some fans used to complain about that. I didn't see the original comment. Yeah, he was in the NBA. He wasn't worried. He ain't been worried about recruiting for the last 2 years. He's been in the NBA. Yeah, and again, yes, and also a late start is when you just now get an IARP thing 3 weeks ago. So this is the third week of you being able to recruit without a cloud. When did that decision come out, y'all? Can anybody tell me when the Louisville IARP decision came out? The hot take on NIL. Rephrase that, Matt. You want to know my hot take on NIL? So 2 weeks ago. Well, but technically, 2 weeks ago. Well, technically, NIL is based on your name, your image, and your likeness. You aren't making money based on performance. Just your name. You're profiting off of your name, your image, and your likeness. That's why you can't say things like performance-based. It's a risky thing. I mean, but here's the problem. In every other sport, from golf to soccer to any other sport, you can get sponsorship money. Some people perform better with more sponsors, some people don't. It's like that in every single sport. So hypothetically, if Sydney Curry really did just relax off of NIL, that happens in every sport. In every single sport. The young golfing phenom starts making a little money, gets comfortable. The young soccer phenom, Freddie Adu, get a little Nike deal early, you get comfortable. Like it happens. Oh, for sure. I would like how much it's gonna take. Just yeah, listen. Yes. If you just want to see if you want to see G League basketball, if you wanted to see G League, yes, you can do that. He can do that later on. But God, listen, the three guys he went after, and listen, I don't think it was NIL with all of them. Again, they all got to have some kind of structure. Go look at Deion Sanders' interviews about his structure. Like he don't let guys wear earrings. He don't let guys, just do all this simple stuff. You would think Deion Sanders just off the hook, letting everybody party it up. Nah, you got to have good attitudes, good structure, to be a successful program. Yeah, it's tough. It's tough because, like I said, I hate. I don't want to use him as an example, but his name is just getting thrown around. But okay, I won't use any name as an example. Imagine you had a player that was really good and he got NIL money and he started sucking. How frustrated would you be? Listen, Ricky. Okay, Ricky. How much is it going to take? You pay a kid to get here, then all of a sudden he starts playing like crap because he said $750,000. You get this kid $750,000, and all of a sudden look. Anybody who has TikTok, okay, let's just say you give this kid $750,000, and his uncle or his dad tells him, "Hey, we need to buy a couple box trucks." They buy 5 box trucks with that $750,000, and that box truck company start making money immediately. He ain't gonna be a player for you. He'll be showing up, shooting the balls, whatever, chilling. You looking at him like, or you just look, or now you blaming the coach because this kid don't look motivated. You paid him $750,000 to come here. He doesn't look motivated. Now you yelling at the coach. And the coach says, well, I knew he wasn't going to be motivated once we paid him. That's why I didn't want to pay him. You know what the fans do? Coach got to go. It's your job to pay him and keep him motivated. I mean, it's tough. I'm not saying the job is impossible. The job is tough. It's a risk reward. Yeah, who are just after the money. Because different motivation levels. I don't know, but he was out there killing it. He was out there killing it against Gonzaga. Yeah. Depends on the team. Price goes up and down. How much y'all think Zion Williamson got to go to Duke? No, it's good for both. You just got to weed out. You got to weed out the type of players you get. Is Satterfield paying players, or is Adidas getting that recruiting class? I don't care either way. Facts. look, look, and how much of this is just gossip? Mom's Kelly got to deal with media gossip of people just making up shit about her kid. So imagine that part of the game. Zion probably got 500. Listen, the only person that knows is Michael Avenatti, and as soon as Michael Avenatti said he was going to snitch, they raided his office, all his offices, and locked him up and threw away the key. So that tells you whatever Zion got, he got money and he got protection by the Nike gods. Yeah, of course they would. I think people don't fully understand. Right. Yeah, it's just school cut and check. Right. No, that's not the case. Steve eased up on Zan Payne? I think he will because he knows Zan Payne is a placeholder until you get some more consistency out of the other guys. Just I'd have upgraded my vehicle. I'd have upgraded my vehicle. Probably bought some nicer furniture for my apartment. That's about it. Probably, I probably would have got a nicer vehicle, had some nicer furniture in my apartment, and flew my brother into town more often. That's about it. I don't think I would have acted up too much. I don't know. Who knows? I'd have been listening to Cash Money or something. Gator boots with the pimped out Gucci shoes. Ain't got ain't no telling what I'd have been listening to Bling Bling at the time. Ain't no telling. Rolex bezeled up and my grill be patting. I don't know. NIL might not have been a good thing when Cash Money Records was out. If ranked available recruits, Man, I think, to be honest, I think 1 through 6 is elite, and 6 through 40 can be hit or miss. 6 through 40 all have something elite. Recruits 6 through 40 have something or a couple things that are nearly elite. Like 1 through 6 are beast mode recruits. The rest, probably, probably after the number 5 ranked recruit, everybody else got skill sets and deficiencies. Definitely got to be more picky. Right? It's not that simple at all. It's not that simple. Man, just I don't want to go into that. Yeah. I didn't see it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah. A lot of NIL just takes the a lot of NIL is just enough to take the take some of the weight off their family stuff. John Ruiz said he offered millions to 5 stars, but they chose to go elsewhere because recruits still have to like the coaching system. Ruiz, is that the Miami guy? Yeah, look. Yeah, Miami's a perfect example. Miami was supposed to be giving everybody money. They're getting their ass kicked. They've been getting killed. Yeah, it's tough. Not necessarily. Wait a minute. Some do. Yeah, some do. I would have I don't know. I wasn't really going hard on my vodkas. I wasn't like, like some party nights I drank heavy, but I wasn't like an evening sipper. Look, if we're going to get hammered, we're going to get hammered, but I wasn't a sipper at all. Yeah, I agree. Haley Van Lith got good deals, but yeah, but again, she came in. She came in already prepped. Plus, you find out a lot of people are lying. They're lying about what people are getting. They're lying. People aren't just like I said. Texas is a good situation. Lamar just had a baby. Oh yeah, facts. Wait a minute. Wait a minute, Alicia. What are you saying? Hold on. Okay, let me go find it now. Let me go find the video. Did somebody tag me in it? Okay. Okay, we'll go to it. Okay. Let's check it out. Boom, boom, boom. Ooh, y'all really gonna hate how my wires are tangled up. Broken and kicked out of school by 20. Yeah, I was probably listening to too much Cash Money back then too. Okay, let's do it.
One more rep, one more sprint, one more step. That's what got us here. Turning our dreams into reality. For 19 of us, this will be our last one. One last chance to hear the roar of Card Nation.
We thankful for all these fans right here. All these fans came out, they showed out today.
One last chance to defend our home. One last card march. One last Joker and the Thief. For all the special moments and memories. Thank you, Card Nation. We put Louisville first. Now we're Cardinals forever. See you Saturday.
Thank you so much.
L1, C4.
Yeah, man, that's how you get a win.
He's with it. Tyler Hudson on cue. Really grabbed by the tight end, Isaac Martin. Cunningham does it again.
Cunningham cuts back. Cunningham scores.
Tucking again.
He's got a receiver wide open inside the 5, and Marshawn Ford will score.
Whoa! Out here having some fun, my man.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
L1, C4.
Yeah, man, that's how you get a win.
And he's with it. Tyler Hudson on cue. Really grabbed by the tight end, Isaac Martin. Cunningham does it again.
Cunningham cuts back. Cunningham scores.
Tucking again.
He's got a receiver wide open inside the 5, and Marshawn Ford will score.
Whoa! Out here having some fun, my man.